morning students. I welcome you all to today's online class. So students, today we'll discuss a new method of solving or of finding out for finding out the roots of a quadratic equation. Okay, we had used factorization, that is middle term factorization in exercise 4.2, isn't it? Now we will learn some more new methods. Among them, the first one is two methods we will learn. Let us see the first one. The first one is completing the square method. Okay, so let us learn the completing the square method. Completing the square method. Okay, completing the square method. So in completing the square method, we will take one example. Okay, let us take an example. Solve by completing the square method. Completing the square method. So see the equation: 3x square minus 5x plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, 3x square. Okay, 3x square, students. 3x square minus 5x. 3x square minus 5x plus 2 is equal to 0. So let us solve. 3x square minus 5x plus 2 is equal to 0. Sometimes it will be written find the roots of the following quadratic equation. Solve, if it is written solve or if it is written find the roots, the meaning is same. Okay, so here whole square students, solve by completing the square method. The quadratic equation that is given to us is 3x square minus 5x plus 2 is equal to 0. So 3x square minus 5x plus 2 is equal to 0, students. So while you solve by completing the square method, you must always observe what number is there with x square. Along with x square, what number is there? 3. Is 3 a square number? No, 3 is not a square number. So you have to make 3 a. So along with the x square, whatever number is there, that number you have to make a square number. So 3 is not a square number, isn't it? Can you get 3 if you square in number? Root over 3, that you don't consider, okay? Normal natural numbers you consider, okay? So that's why I multiplied this full equation by 3. This full quadratic equation I multiplied by 3. So 3 into 3, students, see here, 3 into 3, this will become 9, isn't it? So this full quadratic equation you multiply by 3. So 3 into 3, 3 into 3, this will become 9, 3 into 5 will become 15, 3 into 2 will become 6. Okay, now see here, 9x square is here, isn't it? So 9x square, now 9 is a square number. 9 is a square number, so now no problem. So 9x square is there, so you add 3x whole square. Okay, in place of 9x square, can you add 3x whole square? 3x whole square means 3x into 3x. That will be 9x square only, isn't it? So this is a square minus 2 into a. A means 3x. This 3x is a. And b. B means which number? I wrote 5 by 2 here. Why 5 by 2? Because you see, this 2 and 2 will do cancellation. This 2 and 2 will do cancellation. 3x into 5 will become how much? 15x. Did you understand? I am making a whole square. I am trying to make a whole square. Here, minus sign is there. So I will try to make a minus b whole square. I am trying to make a minus b whole square. What is the formula? A square minus 2ab plus b square. Isn't it? Isn't it? This is the formula. Isn't it, students? So, first a square I wrote. A square means 3x whole square. Isn't it? 3x whole square. This is a square. So, a means what here? A means 3x. A minus b whole square, no? So, first a square I am trying to form. So, 9x square I wrote 3x whole square. So, that means 3x means a. So, therefore, I will write now after a square, minus sign is here, minus sign is there. So, I will form now 2ab. 2ab, 2 into a into b. So 2 into a. What is a, students? What is a? 3x. And what is b? What is b? 5 by 2. Why 5 by 2? Because this 2 and this 2 will do cancellation. This 2 and this 2 will do cancellation. 3x into 5 will become 15x. Is it okay? See, this 2 and this 2 I can cancel easily, isn't it? So that means what? 2 into a. A means 3x. Now in place of b, this is a square minus 2ab, isn't it? So this is a, 3x whole square, that means 3x is a. So 2 into 3x, I will directly write that. 2 into 3x. Now, in place of b, I have to put a number. I have to write a number in place of b, so that on multiplying these three numbers, I get again 15x. Isn't it? I cannot change the value, isn't it? One certain equation is there. Can you change that equation and write something else? You cannot change it, isn't it? You have to write whatever there is, but you can just arrange from your side. Okay. So 2 into a means 3x. In place of b, I have to write a number. In place of b, students, I have to write a number. This is 2 and this dot is there, no, dot means into. Okay. 2, this dot means into. 2 into 3x into. This dot means once again into. Okay. So into 5 by 2 I wrote. 2 into a means 3x, and in place of b, you have to put a number such that on multiplying these three numbers you get how much? 15x. So what is that number? 5 by 2. So a square minus 2ab plus a square minus 2 into a into b plus b square. B means what? 5 by 2. So that 5 by 2 whole square. So now 5 by 2 whole square, in the upper line is there any 5 by 2 whole square? See this line? In this line, is there any 5 by 2 whole square? No, it is not there, isn't it? So you wrote it extra. If you wrote it extra, then you have to subtract it. So write minus 5 by 2 whole square. Understood? Plus 6. So minus 5 by 2 whole square. So now you see, students, a square, see students, all of you, a square minus 2ab plus b square will become a square, this is a square, isn't it? A square minus 2ab plus b square will become a minus b whole square. So a square minus 2ab plus b square, this much you consider. Okay, so a square minus 2ab plus b square will become a minus b, that means 3x minus 5 by 2 whole square. And minus 5 by 2 whole square, 5 square will become 25, see here, this minus sign is there, no? Okay, plus 5 by 2 whole square I wrote. This plus 5 by 2 whole square is not there in the upper line. So once again I subtracted this also. See here plus 5 by 2 whole square, plus 5 by 2 whole square in this line it is there or what? Not there. So I added it extra, no? So I have to subtract it. That's why I subtracted it. Okay. And this plus 6 is here. Nothing I have written. I just extra have not written anything. I am just managing from whatever is there. Okay. So a square minus 2ab plus b square will become a minus b whole square. And minus 5 by 2 whole square. So 5 square will become 25 and 2 square will become 4 and plus 6. So minus 25 by 4 you take it to the right hand side, it will become plus. Plus 6 you take it to the right hand side, it will become minus. Now 4 and 1 LCM you take, students. So a minus b whole square, let it be this side. 4 and 1 LCM you take. What is the LCM of 4 and 1? LCM of 4, students, LCM of 4 and 1 is how much? 4. So 4 will go how many times in 4? 1 time. So 25 into 1. And 1 will go how many times in 4? This 4 if you divide by 1, 4 times. So 4 6 are 24. So 25 minus 24 is how much? 1. So right there 1 by 4. Now both sides I am doing square root. This side if I do square root, square is there, no? See, here one square is there, isn't it? Here one square is there. If I do square root on this side, if on the left hand side I do square root, then the square will go. So 3x minus 5 by 2. And on the right hand side if I do square root, then 1 plus minus sign will come. Always remember, whenever you are doing square root, 1 plus minus sign will come. But sometimes you don't put the plus minus sign when the length is considered, or age is considered, or distance is considered, okay, or weight is considered, because these things cannot be negative. So therefore in these cases we don't put the plus minus sign. Directly we consider it to be positive. But here, because this is not a specific quantity, isn't it? This is neither weight nor time nor length of an object, isn't it? So we will put here plus minus sign. Understood? So plus minus sign, this plus minus sign will come here. Root over 1, square root of 1 will be 1 and square root of 4 will be how much? 2. This minus 5 by 2 I will take to the right hand side, students. This minus 5 by 2 is here, no? This minus 5 by 2 I will take to the right hand side, it will become plus. 2 and 2 LCM will be 2. So above I will get 5 plus minus 1 by 2. This 3 is multiplied here, no? This 3 is multiplied here. If I cross multiply it, then 3 into 2 it will become 6. So either x is equals to once I will take plus. So 5 plus 1 by 6. Once I will take plus and then I will take minus. So either x is equal to 5 plus 1 by 6. So once you take plus, 5 plus 1 plus s is there, no? Once I will take plus and the other time next time I will take minus. So x is equal to 5 plus 1 by 6 or x is equal to 5 minus 1 by 6. So 5 plus 1 will become 6. So 6 by 6 cancellation will do x is equal to 1, or x is equal to 5 minus 1 by 6, that means 4 by 6. With 2 you cancel, so 2 by 3. So the roots are, solution or roots same thing, isn't it? Therefore the roots are x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 2 by 3. Is it okay? This is completing the square method. Okay? Now students, now let us discuss one more formula, that is called quadratic formula. Okay, so now quadratic formula we will first try to deduce the quadratic formula. Okay, we will try to form, that means we will try to know the origin of this formula, how we get this formula. Let us see the derivation of this formula. Okay, so that if b square minus 4ac is greater than or equal to 0, then the roots of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 are given by minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. So this is by far the most useful formula for solving quadratic equation. Okay, very useful. Okay, so let us discuss this. proof. So So students, let us see the derivation. Okay, so if b square minus 4ac is greater than equal to 0, that means it must be either greater than 0 or equal to 0. Okay, it must be either greater than 0. B square minus 4ac is greater than or equal to 0. That means b square minus 4ac must be either greater than 0 or equal to 0. Then the roots of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 are given by this one, minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2c. Plus minus means once you can take plus and the other time you can take minus. Therefore plus minus. Okay. So whenever plus minus is there, we can take once you can take plus and the other time you can take minus. Both. Once plus and once minus. Okay. So So this is the quadratic equation that is given to us: ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is the standard form. This is the standard form, isn't it? So students, this is the standard form. Now ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is the standard form of a quadratic equation, isn't it? So now here what we will do is that students, both sides we will divide by a, because a's value we don't know. Like in the completing the square method, what we did, if 3 was there we will multiply by 3, if 2 was there we will multiply by 2. But like this also it can be done. This is also a method of applying complete. This is also, how we can apply completing the square method. This is also one of the ways. Okay, this is also one of the ways of applying completing the square method. So students, here a along with x square, whatever number is there, along with x square, here a is there, no? So what I did is both sides are divided by a. So here ax square is there, here ax square is there, I divided by a. Here bx is there, I divided by a. Here c is there, I divided by a. Okay, so this a and a is cancelled. See here, this a and a is cancelled. So what will stay here? X square. Now, just like what we did, so x square is there. So once again here plus sign is there. So I will form a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square. So a plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Isn't it? So this is the formula we'll use. So x square is there. So a square plus 2 into a. After a square, what should come? 2ab. 2 into a into b, isn't it? So x square is there. So this is a square plus 2 into a. A means what? X. A means x. And what will be the value of b now? What will the value of b? I wrote b by twice a. Why, students? Because after multiplying these three terms, after multiplying 2x and b by twice a, I must find bx by a. Isn't it? I cannot change it. I have to maintain this one. bx by a means here also it should be bx by a only. I can just arrange it, but I cannot change the terms. Isn't it? So a square plus first a square, a plus b whole square formula is first a square. We have to complete the square method means what? We have to complete a square. We have to make a whole square. Okay. So first a square is there. That means x square plus 2 into a. So this is a, right? A and b. 2 into a into b, isn't it? So b, what is the value of b, students? B by twice a. I wrote. Why b by twice a? Because this 2 and 2 will go cancellation. This 2 and 2 will go cancellation. So what I will get? Bx by a. I will get no bx by a. So a square plus twice a b plus b square. B square means b by twice a whole square. A square plus twice a b plus, at last we must write b square. So this is a, then 2 in a square. Here x, you assume x to be a. Okay. So x square, that means a square plus 2 into a means x, into b. What is the value of b? B by twice a, because 2 cancel, so it will become bx by a. So b by twice a. This is b, isn't it? So plus b square, b by twice a whole square, plus b square. But this term is extra, b by twice a whole square. Here in this line, do we find b by twice a whole square? We don't find, isn't it? So we have to subtract it, minus b by twice a whole square. So plus c by a. Okay. So a square plus twice a b plus b square will become a plus b whole square. So x plus b by twice a whole square, isn't it? And minus b by twice a whole square will become b square by 4a square, isn't it? This one whole square you do, it will become b square by 4a square plus c by a. So minus b square by 4a square minus b square by 4a square, if you take it to the right hand side, it will become plus, and this plus c by a, if you take it to the right hand side, it will become minus. Now x plus b by twice a whole square is there. 4a square and a LCM you take. 4a square and a, what will be the LCM, students? 4a square, isn't it? The LCM of 4a square and a, the LCM of 4a square and a will be 4a square. So 4a square will go how many times in 4a square? This 4a square, if you divide by this 4a square, one time it will go. So 1 into b square. And this 4a square, if you divide by a, here a is there, no? This 4a square you divide by a, how many times it will go? 4a times, isn't it? 4a times, isn't it, students? I said that this 4a square, if you divide by a, then how many times it will go? This a, here 2a is there, no? 1a will be cancelled, so 4a times. Okay, 4a times. So here above c is there, so c into 4a will become 4ac. Understood? Now both sides I will do square root. If this side one whole square is there, no? This side whole square is there. If I do square root, then the square will go. Understood? This one whole square is here. See carefully. One whole square is here. If I do square root, then the square will go, and this side I will get a square root. Plus minus root over b square minus 4ac by 4a square. So x plus b by twice a, and here plus minus will stay. Plus minus sign will stay. Root over 4a square. Square root of 4a square will be, students, what will be the value of root over 4a square? Students, here below also square root is there. No, this square root is for numerator also, denominator also. Remember, this square root is there. No, this square root, this bigger, this is a big square root I have put. This is for numerator also and denominator also. So root over 4a square. Square root of 4 will become, students, square root of 4 will become 2, isn't it? Square root of 4 will become 2, and square root of a square will become a. So here I wrote 2a, and above the square root will stay. So root over b square minus 4ac. Now plus b by twice a is there. Plus b by twice a is there. If you take it to this side, it will become minus b by twice a. 2a and 2a LCM you take. You take the LCM of 2a and 2a. 2a and 2a LCM will be 2a. So you will write minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac by twice a. Okay, students. So the roots are, once I can write x equal to minus b plus root over b square minus 4ac by twice a. Here plus minus is there, no? Once I wrote plus, and x is equals to minus b minus root over b square minus 4ac by twice a. So now, students, the question arises, why should be b square minus 4ac must be greater than or equal to 0? Isn't it? If b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, if this part becomes equal to 0, if b square minus 4ac becomes equal to 0, then no problem, isn't it? Then also we will get the value minus b plus minus b by twice a, isn't it? If b square minus 4ac becomes equal to 0, then root over 0, then it will, root over 0 means what? 0 only, so minus b by twice a, still you will get the root. But if it is a positive number like 4, like, or 9, or like root over 11, if it is a positive number like this, if it is a positive number, if this part b square minus 4ac, if this b square minus 4ac is positive, then also we will get the root. But so therefore greater than or equal to 0, equal to 0 then also okay, greater than 0 then also okay. But if it is less than 0, then if b square minus 4ac is less than 0, then what will happen, students? If b square minus 4ac is less than 0, then we will get a under root, we will get a negative number, suppose minus 11. Can you find it out? Can you find the square root of a negative number? You cannot find, isn't it? So we will not get the roots. If b square minus 4ac is less than 0, then there will be no real roots. Okay? Therefore, it is written here, it should be greater than 0 or equal to 0. Understood? So students, let us apply the quadratic formula once. Okay, to solve. Just little bit before we solve an equation, no? That same equation we will solve with the help of quadratic equation. Okay, so let us see, students, quadratic formula I mean. Okay, let us take this example. Solve by using quadratic formula. The equation is like this, students. 3x square minus 5x plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, 3x square, see the question, 3x square, okay students, 3x square minus 5x plus 2 is equal to 0. So let us solve this. So 3x square minus 5x plus 2 is equal to 0. So whenever you are writing any question in your copy or your answer sheet while giving exam also, you must again and again you must try to check the question. Yeah, that habit I have also developed. Okay, again and again I try to check each and every question so that no mistake is there. Okay, so here a is equal to 3, b is equal to minus 5, and c is equal to 2, isn't it? So therefore b square minus 4ac first we find out. B square minus 4 into a into c. So 25, 4 3 is 12. Okay, 4 3 is 12, 12 is 24. 25 minus 24 1 is greater than 0. Therefore, real roots exist. So if real roots exist, then we will minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac by twice. Very easy. Just we will put the values. What is the value of b, friends? Minus 5 plus minus b square minus 4ac is how much? 1 and 2 into a means 3. So 5 plus minus 1 by 6. Either x is equal to 5 plus 1 by 6 or x is equal to 5 minus 1 by 6. So 6 by 6, answer is 1. 4 by 6, answer is 4. The rules are x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 2. So students, let us complete this. So solve by using quadratic formula. Okay, so 3x square minus 5x plus 2 is equal to 0. 3x square minus 5x plus 2 is equal to 0. Here students, what is the coefficient of x square? The coefficient of x square is what? The coefficient of x square is 3, so a is equal to 3. The coefficient of x is what? Minus 5, so b is equal to minus 5 and c is equal to 2. So therefore b square minus 4ac you find out first. For using quadratic formula, always you make it a habit that first you find out b square minus 4ac. So b square minus 4ac is called discriminant, that we will discuss in the next exercise. Okay. So b square minus 4ac, what is the b square minus 4ac we are finding out? What is the value of b? Students, what is the value of b? Minus 5, isn't it? The value of b is, students, the value of b is what? The value of b is minus 5. So b square is there, so write minus 5 whole square minus 4 into a means 3 and c means 2. So minus 5 square will become 25, 4 to the 12, 12 to the 24. 25 minus 24 is how much? 1. So 1 is greater than 0, therefore real roots are there. If here b square minus 4ac, if b square minus 4ac we get a negative number, then there will be no real roots. Then you don't need to solve the sum. Understood? If by chance here we get a negative number, in place of here plus 1 we got no, plus 1 is greater than 0, isn't it? So therefore real roots exist. If we would get minus 1 or minus 2, so then it will become less than 0. If b square minus 4ac is less than 0, there will be no real roots. But here because it is greater than 0, so therefore there are real roots. Real roots exist. Okay, if real roots exist, then we have to solve this. So therefore x is equal to minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac by twice a. Now just put the value of b. What is the value of b, students? The value of b is, what is the value of b? Just this formula you have to write. Okay, x is equal to minus b. See carefully. X is equal to x means what? We are finding out the value of x only, isn't it? We are finding out the roots of this quadratic equation means what? You need to find the value of x. So x is equal to minus b plus minus. Okay, x is equal to minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac by twice a. So put the value of b. What is the value of b? Minus 5. And what is the value of b square minus 4ac? B square minus 4ac means what? 1. In place of b square minus 4ac, just put 1. And what is the value of a, students? What is the value of a? 3. So 2 into 3 you write. 2 into 3 is how much? 6. So minus this will be plus 5 plus minus 1 by 6. So now either x is equal to, once you write plus, 5 plus minus 1 is there, no? So once you will write plus, so 5 plus 1 by 6 or 5 minus 1 by 6. So 5 plus 1 will become 6. 6 by 6 is how much? 1. And 5 minus 1 is 4. So 4 by 6 is 2 by 3. Therefore the roots are 1 and 2 by 3. Is it okay?